Were the conditions in the workhouses as bad as we imagine?
I think the answer is yes, but not always. The earlier history of workhouses really came from the poorhouses of rural communities, parishes, and that was based truly on care and was supported by the church. People who were better off were quite often the squire or whoever in the parish would deliberately make an effort to put money into the coffers of the church to help with poverty. But when you scale this up and find that you have to care for millions, it's quite a different thing. So in the towns and cities, as people left the land and went to work in factories, which were, by the way, themselves workhouses, as Engels pointed out, and Karl Marx as well, these factories or workhouses had to have a constant feed of people because so many were dying by the wayside, literally. Factories were bad places to work, more often than not just because of the obvious things such as scalding and burning from foundries, but also from lung diseases of various kinds. So yes, the second phase, as it were, of looking after the poor was all about how to cope with the sheer volume and, of course, the cost of looking after them. And whereas the initial part of expanding the workhouses was to scale up the care, it quickly became apparent, especially after the Royal Commission in 1832, that this should be reversed, i.e. if you make the workhouse as frightening a place as possible, as degrading as possible, then fewer people turn up for it. The cost goes down and everyone's very happy, except those who then die because they're being turned away. The other thing was they were very clever and decided that actually the people who ought to enter the workhouse should be the healthy poor, not the sick. Because if they had healthy poor, they can make them work harder and perhaps earn some money for the workhouse. The sick and destitute were just turned away to die in the gutter. So yes, the second phase of the workhouse, which I've just described, the horrible phase, was really as bad as we imagine. And people like Dickens based his novels, of course, on what he witnessed. The Times in 1839 to 42 published every single week an item on cruelty in the workhouse, and even twice published complete editions of Dickens' Oliver Twist to push home the problem to the public. And they were very successful because people took it up as being a national disgrace.